Dogs are known for their loyalty and unconditional love, but that doesn't mean they're willing to put up with everything. Despite their wagging tails and loving eyes, there are some things our furry friends simply can't forgive. And even though they can't speak, they definitely have a way of letting you know when they've had enough. So if you want to stay on your pup's good side, stick around as we explore the 13 things your dog will never forgive. Number 13. Forcing your dog to do things they don't want to do. As a dog owner, it's incredibly important to avoid putting your pup in situations that make them feel uncomfortable or scared. Whether it's the noisy vacuum cleaner, a certain person, or even a dreaded trip to the vet, forcing your dog into stressful scenarios can really hurt the trust they have in you. If your dog hesitates or seems nervous, it's best to respect their feelings instead of pushing them. For example, if they're nervous about visiting the vet or groomer, try making it a positive experience with treats and encouragement. Take your time to find a vet who focuses on a stress-free environment. And if your dog gets jumpy during nail trims, go slow, use rewards, and be patient. Helping them face their fears little by little makes a huge difference in building trust. Number 12. Taking their food away. For dogs, mealtime isn't just about filling their bellies, it's a big personal moment. Just like us, they love enjoying their food without any interruptions. Imagine how annoyed you'd feel if someone kept taking your plate away while you were eating. It'd be frustrating, right? Well, dogs feel the same way. Snatching their food while they're eating can cause stress and anxiety. Over time, this can make your dog feel insecure about their food supply, leading to protective behaviors around their bowl. This could even turn into food aggression, where your dog might growl or get defensive if you approach them during mealtime. But don't worry, this isn't about your dog trying to be dominant. It's simply fear. They're worried that their food, a precious resource, is being taken away. So once you put down their bowl, let them eat in peace. Avoid hovering or moving their dish, even if you're just tidying up. If you need to manage how much they eat, it's best to adjust portions before their meal starts, not during it. Number 11. Kissing the nose. While we know humans love to show affection with kisses, dogs don't always see it the same way, especially when it's on their nose. Grabbing your pup's face for a smooch, even if they're normally cuddly, can make them feel uncomfortable. They might pull away or get a little stressed because most dogs prefer not to have their faces approached so closely. It's important to remember that dogs have their own way of understanding physical affection, and respecting their boundaries is super important for keeping their trust and comfort. So save the nose kisses and find other ways to show your love. Number 10. Mixed messages. Dogs need clear and consistent signals to know what we want from them. If one person says sit with one hand gesture, while another uses a different word or motion, it can really confuse your pup. To avoid any mix-ups, it's important for everyone in the house to use the same commands and hand signals every time. This way your dog gets a clear message and knows exactly what to do, keeping things smooth and frustration-free. Number 9. Leaving them alone for long periods. Dogs are naturally social creatures, and they absolutely love being around their human family. When they're left alone for too long, it can really affect their emotional health. To them, we're part of their pack, and being separated from their pack for hours on end can make them feel abandoned and anxious. Think about it. Imagine being stuck in a room all day with no one to talk to, nothing to do, and just staring at the same walls. That's exactly how your dog feels when they're alone for long stretches. Extended periods of isolation can lead to separation anxiety, a condition where dogs get extremely stressed when left alone. This anxiety can show up in different ways, like excessive barking, whining, chewing up your favorite shoes, or even having accidents inside the house. These behaviors aren't just annoying, they're your dog's way of saying, I'm struggling here. To prevent this, it's crucial to make sure your dog doesn't feel neglected. If you have a busy schedule and can't be home much, consider hiring a dog walker or a pet sitter to pop in and spend some time with your furry friend. This gives them some interaction and exercise, breaking up their day so they don't feel so alone. You can also make their environment more fun and engaging by leaving out interactive toys, puzzle feeders, or long-lasting chews to keep them busy. Even leaving the TV or radio on can provide some comforting background noise. Of course, nothing beats the time you spend with your dog. Make sure to dedicate a part of your day to play, train, or simply relax together. This reassures them that they're a cherished part of the family and helps strengthen your bond. In short, while sometimes it's unavoidable to leave your dog alone, taking steps to reduce their loneliness and making them feel loved can make a huge difference in their happiness and behavior. Number 8. Ignoring your dog's body language. A study in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs express a bunch of emotions through their body language, and when we misunderstand them, it can cause our pups a lot of stress and anxiety. For example, if your dog is yawning, licking their lips, or panting when they're not tired or hot, they're probably feeling nervous or uncomfortable. A slow wag with their tail held low often means they're feeling unsure, while a high, fast wag can show excitement or even aggression. Number 7. Calling them for something they dislike. When you call your dog, they usually come running over expecting some love, treats, or a bit of fun. But if you only call them when something they don't like is about to happen, like that dreaded bath or leaving the dog park, it can leave them feeling disappointed and unsure about you. They might even start to ignore you. To keep that happy trust intact, make sure calling your dog is often followed by good things. This way, they'll always be excited to come to you with a wagging tail. Number 6. Forcing social interaction. Some dogs are naturally shy and not big fans of meeting new people or other dogs. Never push them into social situations they're not comfortable with, as this can cause stress, anxiety, or even aggressive behavior. It's super important to respect each dog's unique personality and social preferences. If your dog turns away, hides behind you, or tries to move away from someone new, they're showing you they're not ready to mingle. Respect their boundaries and give them space. Number 5. Keeping your dog isolated from the family. For dogs, their human family means everything. When a dog feels isolated, whether they're stuck in a kennel for being bad or left alone in the backyard, it can seriously affect their emotional health. Dogs are naturally social animals who thrive on love and interaction from their human pack. Their biggest happiness comes from making you happy and getting your affection, way more than any treat or toy. What might look like bad behavior is often just a sign they need more guidance and training to understand what you expect from them. If your pup is having behavior issues, it could mean they need extra attention, structured training, or some fun mental challenges. Instead of isolating them, think about getting professional help to figure out what's really going on and to help them feel more connected and happy. Spoiler alert, keeping your furry friends in isolation is enough to make them never forgive you. But just when you think it couldn't get more alarming, wait until you hear what comes next. Number 4. No house rules. Dogs really do best with consistency, just like how they love to curl up in their favorite spot on the couch. When you bring a dog into your house, it's very important to set clear house rules right from the start. If you don't, it's like asking them to join a game without explaining how to play. At first, they might think anything goes, whether it's jumping on the furniture or playing a little too rough. But if you suddenly change the rules on them, it can get confusing. Imagine being allowed to munch on cookies in bed one day, only to have it taken away the next. Before your pup gets comfy in your home, gather everyone together and decide what the dog can and can't do. Will they sleep on your bed? Can they hop on the couch? Who will handle feeding and walks? Dogs thrive on routines because they make them feel safe. Knowing what to expect each day helps them understand their place in the family and builds that trusting bond. Number 3. Using the crate as a form of punishment. A crate should be a cozy little sanctuary for your dog. a special spot where they can relax and feel safe. But if you use the crate as a form of punishment, it can quickly become a scary place instead of a comfy retreat. Think about it. If you were sent to your room every time you did something wrong, you'd probably start to dread that space, even when you just wanted some quiet time. When dogs start to link their crate with punishment, it can cause anxiety and stress every time they go inside. Instead of seeing the crate as a happy hideaway, they might view it as a spot for isolation or discipline, which can make crate training a real struggle. If your pup does something that needs correcting, steer clear of using the crate as a timeout zone. Instead, focus on using positive reinforcement techniques that reward the behavior you want to see. By keeping the crate a happy and positive environment, you'll help your dog feel secure and maintain their trust in you, even when you're helping them navigate through tricky behavioral challenges. Number 2, clean your dog too often. For us, cleaning up is just part of the day, but dogs have their own unique way of staying fresh. Their natural scent is like their personal communication tool. Bathing them when they aren't dirty isn't really needed. When it's bath time, go easy on the strong-smelling soaps. Dogs have super sensitive noses, so it's best to choose gentle, nearly odorless products designed just for them. This way, you keep them clean without flooding their senses with overpowering scents. Number 1, dressing your dog. Dressing up your dog can be super cute, but it's important to keep their comfort in mind. Remember, their fur helps keep them cozy and regulate their body temperature. If you live in a chilly area and want to put a jacket on your pup for walks, make sure it fits well and isn't too tight or uncomfortable. Always put your dog's comfort and natural needs first, no matter how fashionable they look. After all, understanding your dog's behavior is the first step to strengthening your bond. So you're definitely going to want to know the best ways to show your dog love. Check out this video here. Were you aware of these things? We would love to hear from you in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.